The time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Breaks an open space. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Under pressure, just lets it go.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
Draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. The Rebels looking to keep this drive rolling.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds his target. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch!
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a target, and it's complete. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Defense is coming after him. And the receivers got it. They get it down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll hand it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
And the Rebels will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Pressure is coming. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Past the marker and still going. Tackle made, but moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And now they run the draw play. They fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And we went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
You know, I love a bootleg with a dual-threat quarterback who can get to the outside away from that pressure and give him the option to either throw the ball downfield or, as you see here, he has the athletic ability to pick up a few yards.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Throws it to the right. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Okay, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on 2nd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking deep downfield with the left. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle is finally made out of the 11-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Rebels trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's an option look. He's got room to run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the 1st down play. Looking to pass. It's Baker. The pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers quickly. Receiver on the screen. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it, no problem. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
And this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense will set up on first and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He stopped in, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Rebels getting set on first and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looking to throw again. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll feed the back again. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To the air, it's Baker. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made, a lot of space now. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Now they call a run. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And the Rebels line up with a 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Back to throw. It's Baker. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. It's a draw play. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. He breaks free. He's got the 1st and still going. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
BAT is good. They're pulling ahead 28-6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Makes the read. Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab. It's Clark. They can't stop him. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. He hands it off from the gun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying in the ground.
And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Wow, our third pick tonight by the QB. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
That's nice execution to pick up the first down. Little curl route working against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. 2nd down after that previous play. Grinding away on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4 down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Heading for the end zone. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Chris, just so impressive. And you know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Back-to-back losses sets up a 3rd and goal here. Quarterback's got it on the option. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.